Okay, guys. Hey, my name's Helen. I recorded a video earlier this week, and unfortunately, in our class, it was very loud, very noisy, and it just didn't really work out the way that I needed it to. So, essentially, what I did was I did a lesson plan and wrote it out, and actually did my lesson plan in small groups. And the way our small groups work is we have 22 students, ages 4 and 5, and there's two of us in the class, and we separate them into four small groups, and two of those are going to be independent small groups where they kind of work on their own, while the other two are working with the teachers. So unfortunately, we didn't have anyone to actually do my video, and so I had the phone standing up and I was recording, and there was a lot of chaos and a lot of noise in the classroom, and it just didn't turn out the way that I'd like. But I did try to take some stills, some photos from the video, and I attached those to my lesson plan that is in with this as well. So I just kind of wanted to do a video and go over what I did with the group, and then you can kind of see from the pictures where we worked on the project at the school. Um, so what we did was we read the book Mouse Paint, and I don't know if you are familiar with that. I don't have a copy of it here at home, but it's kind of about three little mice, little white mice, and they find themselves rolling around in different colors of paint: red, yellow, and blue. And they start to realize that once one of them starts mixing its color with another mouse's color, that it changes into a different color. So essentially what we were working on was colors, color matching, color mixing this week, and that's what my assignment was in small groups. So that's what we did. So I started out with just a paper with the kid's name and date on it, and then the three colors um, with their color matching problems. And this is of course representative of the little splatters of paint that the mice made on the paper. So what I had the kids do was tell me which colors they were, so yellow plus red, and then they would take a Q-tip and dip one end in the yellow, one end in the red, and mix it up, and then tell me what color came from the yellow and the red. So my materials were, we had paint, obviously, and paper. And the way that we did it at the school was I had a paper plate. Of course, my plate at the school was kind of one of those separated plates. I had the three little places here so the colors were separated so the kids knew, not to mix it. Obviously, that doesn't work out too well sometimes, especially with 4 and 5 year olds. They just wanted to mix it all, but they did get the job done, and they did great. And I decided to use Q-tips, just thought it would be an easy, simple way to dip those both ends in the paint, mix it, and kind of put it on an extra paper plate and throw that away. It makes for an easy cleanup. So I'll go ahead and do the project since we did this at school, and I want you to see how it kind of turned out. But the first one was yellow, so I would take a little bit of yellow and then a little bit of red, put it on the paper, and I just kind of smudged it like a little splatter. And then I had the kids, mix that up a little bit. I don't think I got quite enough yellow, so put a little bit of that in there. And of course, red and yellow make orange. And then my second one was blue and yellow, so we'll do that. And just do a little splatter of blue, and a little splatter of yellow. And obviously, that's gonna make green. And this is also good for them to kind of, learn to follow directions as well. I mean, it's got the perfect layout for the problem. You've got yellow plus red. It shows them which order to take it in, and if they follow those instructions, then the end result turns out the way that it's supposed to. So that's also a good side lesson for this one. And then my last one is red plus blue, which we all know turns into purple, which is my favorite color. And then, of course, they were super proud to display these in the room and have them up, when their parents come in, and show them the work that they did and how they changed colors. And it's really neat. And then, of course, once it's dry, I would pull the kids aside and ask them, to repeat again what colors they mixed and what color it turned out to be. So this was a really neat, fun little quick project to do, whether you decide to do it during small groups or as an art project or as a science project. It could work for any of those things. But it was fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good week. Bye.